The Royal Alex is a very special institution.
The Royal Alex has for decades done groundbreaking heart surgery.
I think we're very well poised now to continue that pursuit of excellence.
Innovation, compassion, excellence. These are a few words that describe the CK Hui Heart Centre at the Royal Alexandra Hospital. The CK Hui Heart Centre is a remarkable facility. It consolidates cardiac care at the Royal Alexandra Hospital under one roof, offering healthcare professionals and their patients a comprehensive space for diagnosis, treatment, and recovery. The CK Hui Heart Centre is the latest chapter in a long and distinguished legacy of innovative and groundbreaking cardiac care at the Royal Alex. In 1963, under the leadership of Dr. Tal Talibi and Dr. Bill Black, Alberta's first coronary care unit and coronary rehabilitation program were established as part of a new cardiology division at the Royal Alexandra Hospital.
We did most of everything, I tell you. We did the first pacemakers in acute cardiac patients. We did the first stress testing up here. I set up first rehabilitation programs, and we set up lots of things first.
We started a coronary care unit, which became the biggest coronary care unit in Canada really for a while. Still one of the bigger ones. We started to do things that weren't done before. We weren't planning on being heroes or anything, but we were just doing things we thought we needed to do.
This innovative spirit that made headlines in the 1960s continues at the Royal Alexandra Hospital today. The opening of the CK Hui Heart Centre in 2011 was an important step in taking cardiac care at the Royal Alexandra Hospital to the next level.
One thing that the CK Hui does well is it looks after a lot of patients extremely well. The innovation, research, teaching are important too. But at the end of the day, what's important to the majority of patients is that they get quality care in a timely fashion.
To be innovative, you have, first of all, to be able to think out of the box. And two is you have to be confident enough to venture into an area that perhaps nobody has ever ventured before. But to do that, you can't do it alone. You have to have the support of your colleagues. And by colleagues, I don't just mean cardiologists. You have to have your whole team behind you. And that's where the magic of Royal Alex Cardiology is.
Okay. Innovation in patient care, whether through new procedures or important research, has become a hallmark at the CK Hui Heart Centre. One of the research projects underway at the CK Hui Heart Centre is induced hypothermia, also referred to as brain cooling. This leading-edge procedure is designed to offer patients a better outcome while minimizing damage to the brain in the aftermath of cardiac arrest.
If you cool the brain and the body to about 32 degrees, that you can preserve the brain function and help them wake up and actually help them get out of the hospital. Whereas most of them, before this brain cooling, vast majority would not wake up and definitely would not get out of the hospital.
It's been really amazing to see some of the results. Some people that you label as maybe hopeless or that you don't hold a lot of hope for a good outcome have pulled through and just surprised us.
Another milestone for the CK Hui Heart Centre was Western Canada's first renal denervation procedure on November 1st, 2012. Renal denervation is the process of surgically injuring selected sympathetic nerves surrounding the renal arteries, the main blood supply to the kidneys. Overactivity in these nerves can be a cause of chronic high blood pressure.
These are patients who are on 5, 6 medications for their blood pressure, who are compliant with lifestyle expectations, who go to the gym, who eat healthy, but still they don't control the blood pressure. We know from the past that these patients don't do well. They have strokes, they have heart attacks, they develop kidney failure. And there wasn't a lot that could be done for these guys until about 2-3 years ago when this new technology was developed. We are very pleased that we can offer that now to Albertans.
It was kind of an eye-catching program and title treatment of hypertension with some sort of minimally invasive procedure. So very soon we found this very, very attractive and probably with great potential.
Well, before, I mean, blood pressure couldn't be controlled. I mean, I'm taking lots of pills. And where you really noticed it was at nighttime when I'd go to sleep, and it would spike for no reason at all. And then you'd wake up, your head would be pounding, like you could feel and hear it going past your ears. And so half the night I'd be awake. Since this operation, I don't have that problem anymore.
Besides forging ahead with innovative treatments for people dealing with heart disease, the CK Hui Heart Centre is interested in preventing heart disease before it starts. Research shows that awareness of heart disease and stroke, including warning signs, are less known in some of Canada's ethnic populations. It was with these ideas in mind that the staff of the CK Hui Heart Centre created the innovative Multicultural Heart Health Awareness Program, a public campaign targeting the diverse populations of our city.
What are the signs of stroke? What are the signs of heart attack? And what do they do when they have heart attack? What are the symptoms of heart attack that they have to be aware of? So because of that, we feel that it's important to educate those ethnic minorities population. So that's why we have this Multicultural Heart Health Awareness Program set up in the year 2000.
South Asians have higher rates of heart disease than the general population. The overall vascular risk has been estimated to be 4 times higher than the general population. The mortality rate when heart attacks do occur in South Asians is about double the general population. So I take this very personally. I mean, every time I look in the mirror, I'm reminded of the increased risk of South Asians in terms of vascular disease. What we hope to accomplish is try to prevent patients from developing these problems that affect not only themselves, but their families, their communities, and our entire region.
It always touches a chord when you start to see your family go through some of these conditions, and when you start to recognize the risk in your own parents, for instance, and you want to avoid that. You want to limit it or reduce it as much as you can. And I personally just want to have people educated so that they can make the best choices for themselves.
These important research programs, pilot treatments, and community endeavors at the CK Hui Heart Centre are made possible through community support. Thanks to the Royal Alexandra Hospital Foundation's campaign for the CK Hui Heart Centre, cardiology staff have access to long-term funding to improve patient care through new research, clinical trials, or technology. It has been a campaign all about heart.
I was struck by all the people that over the years, the decades, people like Bill Black and Cal Talibi and Dr. William Hui and others have, the lives they've saved and the families they've kept whole, if you like. So a lot of those people stepped up because they had firsthand experience with what has happened here over the decades at the Royal Alex.
You really have a sense that the people you're working with care about you. They do care about you. It's more than a sense, they do care about you. And that too as a patient is very meaningful. And so when you have people like that who are competent and compassionate to turn to, you feel like you can face these challenges a little more easily. For all of those reasons, that's why we've donated as we have.
For 50 years, the Royal Alexandra Hospital has been leading the way in innovative and life-changing cardiac care. Thanks to excellent community support, the CK Hui Heart Centre is now one of the leaders in cardiac care in Western Canada, helping patients receive the very best that cardiology has to offer.
I would like to thank the Royal Alex Foundation for all the support that has given us over the years. Without your support, I don't think that we would have achieved what we have been able to achieve. And I'm sure with your continued support that we can aim higher, achieve more, and continue to be one of the leaders in cardiac care in Canada.